Oh, hello. You've caught me reading the Bible in the garden. I'm just kidding, it was a setup. But I was reading the Bible, and I am drinking a cup of tea from the best china because, you know, this is England, everybody. And but I did come across a little verse here. I'm trying to relax after my little run, and because exercise is important, particularly during this time. And here's what it says. So it's from the second chapter of Genesis, and it's just after God has created man, and Eve's on her way. This is the second chapter, and God says to the man, He says, Yahweh took the man and settled him in the Garden of Eden to cultivate and take care of it. And I thought, I wonder if I've been hearing that verse in my head over time, because over the last, since lockdown began really, I've been thinking to myself, well, something's been going in my head. James, do some gardening. You might see a bit of the mud here and think, well, that doesn't look too impressive. Well, if you'd have seen it 6 weeks ago, it would look like the Garden of Eden now, because it was overgrown with weeds and all sorts of, just because I grew up in a council flat, you see, never had a garden, so never bothered with it. But I thought, or something occurred to me, I need more beauty in my life. I need to kind of commune with this nature that God has given me. This time of silence, this time of lockdown, I thought, slowly but surely, I'm going to build my version of Eden in this garden. But see, this is the thing. That might sound a bit, I don't know, might not be your cup of tea. I think the real call in sort of wanting to do my garden was to build or cultivate a Garden of Eden inside here. You see, when we're busy, right, as we often are in our everyday lives, we can kind of like get caught up in the busyness and not cultivate our souls, neglect prayer, don't spend time with the people who matter most, and you know what it's like, be too caught up in work and too caught up in our iPhones or our iPads, that sort of thing, and the real work of the soul kind of gets neglected. So I think when God says to Adam to cultivate this garden, it's another way of saying cultivate your relationship with me through the things around you, through nature. So I think to myself, challenge accepted. Maybe we could take up that challenge in whatever way we can. Take more time for the Word of God in this period, however long it's going to last, of lockdown. Take better care of our mental health, and that's where exercise comes in. I mean, don't follow my advice, because I've already got a dodgy back. I nearly did me back the other day doing this garden, but that's why stretching is important too. Eat good food. So tempting to eat junk during this time. Pray more. We've got more time to pray. Let's cultivate that inner garden by communing with God just a little bit more. Anyway, that's my tip for today. As I warm down from my run, which was good exercise, I'm going to get ready in a minute to go over to the NHS Nightingale. You've probably seen in the news that it's going on standby, which is actually great news, because you know what that means? It means cases are going down, deaths are going down, finally, and the NHS in London is coping. Thanks be to God. Hello there, the video got cut off earlier, so here I am in the Excel. Not going to add much, just to say bye and see you tomorrow for tomorrow's update. Bye.